Ah, pizza. A wonderful Italian dish that has captured the hearts of every human being on the planet, containing dough, tomato sauce, and most importantly, at least to me, cheese. It truly is a magnificent concoction worthy of its reputation. Tower, tall building. Combine the two. Hey guys, Universe Productions here, back with another game review, where I shall discuss Pizza Tower, one of the greatest platformers I've ever played. This game, much like the dish it's named after, is a beautiful mess. A cheesy, sloppy, saucy mess, and I love it and everything about it. I'll start off where the game does, with the intro. In the intro we see Peppino Spaghetti, yes that's his real name, and his failing pizza business. One day, pizza grow face. Pizza face bad. Want kill Peppino. Peppino fight back, no give up. He climb tower. Pizza Tower. That's basically the lore of this game. You start off at the bottom and work your way up the tower to get to Pizza Face himself. First level is a tutorial, of course. In this tutorial, you learn Peppino's arsenal of moves. His arsenal consisting of walking, running, jumping, super jumping, rolling, monk, dashing, climbing, body slamming, grab, dashing, shoulder bashing, and diving, not even counting attacks. You get introduced to these goofy little blocks. Remember this for later. In the tutorial, you also get introduced to one of the core mechanics of this game. The pizza time, or sections, where you backtrack through the level you just went through in a much shorter amount of time. Pizza time starts as soon as you kill Pillar John, this massive fella right here. Kinda looks like those goofy little blocks earlier, right? Well, once you slaughter Jonathan the support beam, these goofy guys go translucent and open up brand new pathways to get back to the start of the level. Personally, I really think this mechanic is one of the most important parts of the game, if not the most important. And if you want to know what happens when the timer runs out, well, Pizza Face from the intro, he comes and chases you through the rest of the level you have left. If he touches you, you're gone. Anyways, moving on to the real first level, John Gutter. A very John-centric level as alluded to by the name. If the tutorial taught you the basic controls, then this level teaches you how to put them into practice. I think this is one of my favorite starting levels in any game I've played. Or maybe I just haven't played enough games. It introduces everything really well, and it sets a template for the rest of the game, even if some levels don't fall into that template. It isn't very hard, but that doesn't mean I won't provide any challenge to you. Anyways, some of my favorite levels are Deep Dish 9, Don't Make a Sound, War, Oregano Desert, and the Crumbling Tower of Pizza. One thing I haven't mentioned yet is how every level has a unique gimmick and or transformation. For example, Deep Dish 9 has the rocket transformation and the anti-gravity olive gimmick. Don't Make a Sound has the jump scare and alarm mechanics. War has the whole timer gimmick. Oregano Desert has the cows and the hot sauce transformation. And the Crumbling Tower of Pizza is pretty much the culmination of everything the game has been building up to. There are also boss fights in this game. 5 to be exact. These fights are pretty fun. They can be challenging if you don't know the boss's patterns, but after a few attempts, it shouldn't be too tough to take out any of them. The first boss is Pepperman, a massive pepper looking guy who mad dashes towards you, Wario style. He also starts jumping around and body slamming after a while. This boss is a great introduction to the whole idea of bosses and the way they function in this game. It's pretty fun too. Once you take out any boss's health fully, they go into their second phase, where they just attack faster and they're harder to dodge. The Vigilante is the second boss. He's a cowboy glob of cheese who gives you a revolver. This fight is about spamming the shoot button while trying to dodge his attacks. You could try to hold the button and charge it up enough to release a mega bullet, but it's hard to hit and isn't very worth it. This boss is pretty okay, but it's nothing too special. The next boss is the Noise, Peppino's arch nemesis. This fight is pretty fun, although I had a pretty tough time with him on my first few attempts. After 20 minutes of trying, it just becomes muscle memory, and the attacks aren't too hard to dodge. This was definitely my personal favorite fight in the game, to be honest. The fun attack patterns, the goofy animations, the music, etc. make it all a really fun fight and my personal favorite. Speaking of the animations, I'm gonna go on a quick little tangent about the art style and animations of this game. This game is gorgeous. Maybe not in a conventional sense, but still. The animations are insanely fluid. The art style is reminiscent of a goofy 90s cartoon, and the main characters, like Peppino, Gustavo, and Mr. Stick, all have great designs. Anyways, time to talk about the penultimate boss, Fake Peppino. Yup, that's definitely a living being. Maybe. Probably. The music and atmosphere of this fight is insanely creepy, and his moves are just ours. Plagiarism, you mother I hate you. You. I don't have much else to say, honestly. This boss is kinda boring after the novelty of him being us wears off. And now, the final boss. Pizza Face. Now, I know I said the noise fight was my personal favorite, but this is possibly the objectively best boss fight in the game. The music is top notch, the animation is as great as ever, the attack patterns are mwah, chef's kiss. The first phase consists of Pizza Face throwing enemies down at us while randomly ramming into us. After giving him a taste of his own medicine by throwing the enemies he dropped at us right back at him enough times, he goes into his second phase, which changes the fight up quite a bit. Apparently, Pizza Face is an anime mecha controlled by the true mastermind, Pizza Head, who fights us in this phase. I won't spoil any more of this fight so you can enjoy the rest for yourself, but trust me, it's good. The ending of this game is also amazing, so I won't spoil that, but I'll tell you one thing about it. Crumbling Tower of Pizza! That is all for this video, and I highly recommend this game. I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10.